1, 2, 3. Hey guys, we're live. How you doing? Sorry guys, I can't go through my new YouTube account. I gotta go always through my old one, but that's okay. Welcome into Halloween Art Space, Celtic Gypsy Warriors Live, JODC, which is Jokers on Duty Corner. Definitely, I've got a lot of sketches coming flying off the printer. So I tell you, definitely we did a couple so far. Also picking up from last year. Definitely. Again, there's no haunted house this year, guys. Definitely. It's strictly going to be just kind of what you call more fun comedy, stand-up comedy, a little bit like Canada Day Live from my home was like. If you remember when I was doing those, we'll get back to those in a couple of years. Maybe in a couple of years we may get back into the haunted house, but for now, while everything is rough, we will not be doing that. This actually, Jokers on Duty Corner may actually be the permanent takeover too, as well. Again, so that'd be awesome. So welcome on into Halloween Art Space, which is if everybody likes the Halloween Art Space, Celtic Gypsy Warriors Art Space corner, Jokers on Duty Corner, I think this is going to be a permanent program, guys. Definitely, because I can always get sketches coming off the printers, off the printer. Not a problem. Definitely. If I need to be, or if I'm out of ink, then I go to somewhere else to another printer to get my sketches. So definitely, as some of them are hand sketched, that I half hand sketch, and then I number, and then I draw the lines around them. So some of them are just are software, printed off of a software. The easy, fast way. That kind of stuff like that too as well. So this is kind of awesome, guys. So there's gonna be a lot of things in Art Space. Got a lot of sketches. Definitely right up to Christmas. So right through Christmas, right through New Year's. I have some Easter sketches coming. Eventually, I have some Bible sketches coming too as well. Of Bible characters. So. Since now there's a lot of people be looking for those ones especially. That kind of stuff like that too as well. So we're gonna get started. I gotta find my pen. Oh, there's my pen. So and definitely, guys, I'm gonna show you guys this. So one we did earlier on Facebook. So we're moving the shows over to YouTube now. So again, guys, there's Cody the Witch. Definitely. If I got time afterwards, I'm going to take you through the previous ones I did from the last few years, guys. Which you guys are going to love to see. And definitely. So again, there's Cody the Witch, guys. So that is set up. And on this side here, we got Dave the Jack-o'-lantern. So you can see Dave the Jack-o'-lantern. You turn it over. We have Randy the Rat. So you guys can see that. Randy the Rat. With his little bat medallion. Definitely. So this is really, really, really cool, guys. You guys are going to love this. Definitely. Again, it's good thing I was on time for my meeting. Hope I wasn't going to be late. But yeah. So if you guys are liking Art Space, guys, it teaches you a lot. It's educational. We will be getting into, I got the table beside me here too as well. I got two tables, one for my coffee. The other table, I got extra pencil crayons behind me, the Gypsy Rover box behind me. And definitely, if I need certain colors that I may not have out on the front line, but on the back line, I've got a whole triples of colors. Definitely. So that way to keep kind of hit my clipboard, easel board. So to keep the art space going, definitely. There's going to be, again, different sketches. I got some animal sketches too as well. You guys are going to love when they're done up. Also too, I will be making some face mask puppets. I have to get my glue gun, see if it's working, get it out. So again, I will be buying up some socks, and I will be making more sock puppets. Gonna put wacky hair on them this time. Buy some wool. Again, I got a bag of stuff over here too to make more socks puppets. More probably puppets like Drinky. Kind of a rubber toilet glove puppet. Some actual face covering puppets that goes over your mouth, so you can actually become the puppet. Also, too, I probably will pull out my wigs until my hair grows back out. Definitely, and turn myself into a human puppet for TikTok. So you guys are going to like that kind of stuff, too, as well. So happy September, guys. I did find a turkey sketch. So I will be showing you guys, we will be doing our turkey sketch on here because our Thanksgiving is coming up in October, the first week of October, just after my birthday. So I don't have any circus sketches or some clown sketches or some birthday sketches. Sometime in the near future, I might go searching for some birthday sketches like balloons, birthday cakes, sketches of birthday cakes, party clowns, kids having fun at a birthday party, that kind of stuff like that too as well. But right now we have this. I've got a lot of sketches just flying out of the clouds, totally out of nowhere. I had to binder them. I had to binder them all, definitely. So what you want to do, guys, is if you guys are wanting to draw along, if you guys got paper or pen, you want to draw, color along, get your coloring books out, draw, color along. Feel free to, definitely. Make sure that any completed coloring, that if you want to keep it, guys, get yourself a nice folder like this so you can put stuff in, definitely. And so these are really cool. Some plastic binders. You really want to put stuff into binders. Even if you want to really keep them for a long period of time, put them into kind of plastic flaps that you can put into a binder. So you can make it like into a portfolio and that kind of stuff like that too as well. So again, guys, ArtSpace is an educational program here on Celtic Gypsy Warriors Live. I already explained my childhood and everything, what my grandfather used to do, and that kind of stuff like that kind of explains this book here. But yeah, so we're gonna get started, and I'm gonna make sure that is connected up right. So again, I have half sketched out this, and then I've numbered it with a black marker and dotted it, so that way we can finish it up here as we go along. So again, I want to take my dark black pen. I want to start at number 1. I'm going to go across to 2. And I want to go down to 3. So in this case, guys, I am sketching up a skull. I'm going to go across to, definitely, you want to go right across to 6. Go up to 7, and I'm going to cross over 7 up to my 8, and then back up to my 9, guys. Guys, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's connected, and then I'll go back over it with a black pencil ground through as well. Because you want to make sure that the black ink is very thick, totally. Again, right across the skull of the head. Right across the down to 12. Right back down here to the 15. And then I'm going to show you what it's going to look like, guys, because I'm going to go back over it with kind of a black pencil crown. I'm going to put one. Oh, there it is, under my face. Put it there so I can see that. So again, that's what it's going to look like, guys. Definitely. So there's the outliner. So the skull's going to look like, guys. And then I'm going to kind of color shade him in. Totally. I moved these shows from Facebook, guys, over to YouTube because there's too many distractions on Facebook, guys. Totally. And these shows last year, there's too many trolls that didn't like them last year on TikTok. So definitely. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with my shows. I think they're pretty educational. Definitely. So just so you know, so we're going to go back over the outlining and to make sure it is a very thick, dark outlining, guys. Definitely. So we're covering up any glitches that I call them. So each section by section, guys, you want to go right across the top. That way the lines are darker. So when you're color shading, you're not going to go over the lines. Definitely. So you can technically see where the lines are. Can't believe it is so hot out today. That's why I say, guys, don't have to worry. We only have 2 more weeks of this hot weather, and then the winter will be back, guys. The nice, cool, breezy, cold weather will be back. Damp weather. The nice, cool breeze weather, and then the snow weather will be back. Definitely. So again, we're going to go over the other linings. Kind of make them darker so we can see them. So that way we're going to make them look like a skull. We live by the rules, we die by the rules. Eyes like that. A skull above any other. Eyes like that. Sorry, guys, I'm quoting movie scripts here. Totally. Definitely want my movie in my day. But it was a good teaching movie, though. It was based on a true story about secret societies and what the Illuminati can be really like if provoked. You step on the wrong tulips. That was the interesting part about that movie. So it's maybe around here. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Maybe not. I was going to put comedy kind of scripts to it, but that's going to be a lot. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't think my pages are big enough. Totally. So I get that kind of a nice kind of outline. I'll match that. So we got that kind of a nice black color, guys. Totally. Keep it so hot here today. Now again, just like the jack-o'-lantern guys, we're going to do a yellow color. I have no idea what color his teeth should be. Maybe his teeth should be red, kind of a nice red color. Definitely. So we're gonna put that there because that there we got a little bit of a yellow. Hope that works for a bit or hold out. So we want to get a little bit of yellow in here, guys, definitely. Make it kind of bright. Like he's either got a candle in him or a flashlight. Definitely. Just so you guys know, I even sometimes when I have to go out for essential stuff and that kind of stuff like that, or shopping or whatever. I even being home, I get busy, so definitely sure that. Get that nice yellow. So we're gonna get that kind of there. Get that kind of a nice yellow color, guys. Definitely make sure we get all the light covered up. Since now we're kind of on the nose, again that blinks now and then too, and I even got it off. So sometimes when you bang the strobe light the wrong way, guys, definitely it creates a bit of an issue at times, but that's okay. So again, we got kind of a yellow nose there, guys. So it looks like he's got a bit of a lantern in there. Yeah, I gotta sharpen up again, definitely. And I need to get this working here, definitely, guys. Sorry about that. My pencil pound is never sharp enough. I'm gonna try that and see if I can get some yellow out of that. Get kind of yellow under that, out of that. Still not working. Definitely, it's going to take a while. Definitely, I think. Get that nice and sharp, guys. Definitely. Pencil pen. There we go. We're working a little bit better. Again, we want to get the white covered up, guys. So that way it looks like he's got a bit of a jack-o'-lantern kind of lighting in him. So he's got like a candle or a flashlight or something inside him. No, I think we're going to keep him a glowing. Keep him glowing and that kind of thing, kind of like a nice yellow in the background. I was going to do the inside of his mouth red, but I figured no, I might as well stay with the yellow. Definitely make him look more spookier. Definitely. We want to make him look a little bit more spookier. So you want to make So we got him kind of a nice gold color in the eyes and the nose and the mouth. So you guys can see there he's coming along quite good, guys. Definitely, so you can see that. Get all the white covered up. There we go. Get all nice white covered up. That way he'll shine like a brand new scary penny in the dark. I think this is the part, guys, you're gonna like when you give him red teeth instead of kind of like a nice grayish. So, there he is so far. Now, in some cases, with some skeletons, you can modify different colors. Definitely, you can go hippie colors. You can go Halloween scary colors. Make them authentically spooky. So we want to get the teeth there. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is when we do the face, I'm going to shade them in a gray color, and then I'm going to go over it with a little bit of a red. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because it is Halloweenish. We're going to make them Halloweenish. We're going to make them look kind of spooky. He's going to spook you. He's going to spook you. So we want to get that nice color there, guys, definitely. So in the art space, we want to get that kind of a nice color, guys. Totally. Kind of a nice color. This way, I can get through a whole entire live stream without people trying to video chat me and video message me. Totally. So I'm going to put that down for now. And I got to take a bit of a breather here. Sorry, guys. Definitely take a bit of a break. Sometimes I have to take a bit of a break, but sometimes halfway through our art space, sometimes you'll see me stand up and stretch because you want to stretch the bones in your back because they tighten up. Sometimes you can hear them crack. It's the best part. Definitely. You don't want to do it too much or too fast. You don't want to break anything in your body, too. Definitely. Because it's not too comfortable to live if you have to ever live your life in your body cast. I'll tell you. It's not comfortable. That was a blue. Blue. Oh, where's my gray there? There we go. I knew I had my gray one around here somewhere. I just couldn't find it. So I give that again. You notice I got a sharpener here, guys. It's just a pencil sharpener. So no dirty thoughts, guys. Definitely, if I scan this to my TikTok channel, but that's okay. Because I do scan my Facebook lives and my YouTube lives to my TikTok channel, and I put them up on my TikTok channel too as well. And my sunshades here too for TikTok too, is when I'm on TikTok. I have my sunshades on as well at times. So guys are going to be guys are going to get a liking out of me. Definitely, I can be comical at times. Totally. Now it does say not for children, but children can come in and watch anyways. You know, it's I just put it that way just in case if people come in to leave comments and they put rude because there's people out there that put rude comments on people's live streams, and if that happens to come across, it's not something that's written inappropriate. I don't want kids reading that. Even if there's times that I have to call some of those people out, and I don't have to, as much as I don't have to. If I really have to, then yes, I don't want kids to read what they're writing. Definitely, that's the only reason I didn't put that. Why I put that way. But they can come in and watch. That's not an issue. Definitely, because at least this is good for them because it teaches them how to draw and everything. Definitely. Especially they'll get a kick out of when I do the mask puppets too as well. I'll be showing you step by step how I do them too as well. Again, we're going to get this kind of a gray color here. Now this is kind of a bluish green. I thought it was going to be a gray, but it works the same. Definitely. It's still going to look spooky once I put the red over it. Now I do have I do eventually have some Bible characters coming, sketches, so that's going to be awesome, guys, when we get into those, because there's a lot of people asking for those. Definitely, they like to see them color shaded up and that kind of stuff like that too as well. So we want to get that kind of down there like that too as well. Now, without space, if I can buy the equipment, I'm going to teach you how to make reindeer antlers that go around your head. A lot of people love those, especially a lot of kids love those. I'm going to teach you how to do those. Definitely. Some places that I used to volunteer at festivals and that, at Christmas festivals and that kind of stuff like that, that used to raise money for hospice and charity, and that we were making them, showing the kids how to make those, and that where they draw their hands on construction paper, and they can either glue the band together or staple it. I normally prefer like stapling it, but that's how we used to teach them to make them, because it was the quicker way. But normally you're supposed to glue it, not staple it. Definitely, especially if they're going to go on if it's going on kids' heads, right? So you don't want to put any sharp objects into the construction paper. You got to make sure that it's always safety purposes, guys. Always use glue. Definitely, and glue all the way, non-toxic glue, but by the way, guys, that isn't going to non-scented glue that's going to harm anybody's immune system or senses. So it doesn't cause any fuming smell. So just regular paper craft glue you can buy at any dollar store or craft store. Definitely. So I just want to get this kind of shaded in too as well. Again, up around the mouth. So, just practicing on my facial drama expression. Sorry, guys. It comes naturally to me, definitely. I'm on TikTok. Like I said, guys, yeah, there's some TikTokers on there. The videos are really are real videos that really happen. But then there's ones on there, guys, do not take seriously. There is ones on there that are just for enjoyment. That kind of stuff like that. So, you guys got to know the difference between fantasy and reality. Totally, not to take some of those TikTokers seriously, because some of them are just comedy TikToks. Definitely, um, they're just there to make you laugh. Um, that kind of stuff like that. So, not everything on TikTok, guys, is real. Definitely. Now, some videos are like when it comes down to the what's going on with what happened with the residential schools. Those videos are real, or the protesting videos, or all through the pandemic when you've seen the police storming out on people and apprehending people the wrong way. Those videos, yes, those racist videos that they were doing were real videos. But some of the other ones, like that are Comic Con, what you call comic book convention, like I do, and movies that like my grandfather used to produce, and that one that I filled in for the main actor for when I was 4, definitely. That is kind of just showing you a little bit back about my childhood, but again, it is putting it in a comical way, putting it in like a musical way, like bringing it out differently, so it's enjoyable for people to watch. Don't take them seriously, guys. Totally, it's for enjoyment and entertainment. Also, too, when I do Haunted Hunter's Cabin, Camp Haunted Hunter's Cabin, guys, that was done with special video effects and special software, and that kind of stuff with digital technology, and green screening. Definitely, like I'm all right. I'm still here. Nothing's happened to me. I'm doing well, and that kind of stuff like that. So they're basically teaching videos, guys. Definitely, all in fun, enjoyment, entertainment. Stuff to do with the paranormal, the supernatural. Show you what the supernatural, paranormal life is like. Definitely.
compared to a lot of other lifestyles.
If you notice, I came again. My hair was long. I came back as 5 or 6 different characters. Definitely. So if anything really had to happen to me, I wouldn't have been able to jump back on camera as all those characters. Definitely. Now, the memorial one that I did for my mom, that was real. That video was real. All right, that had the RIP message to it because my mom passed away in 2017. Huntington's disease, definitely. So some TikTok videos, yes, on it might be real. Majority of them aren't. Definitely, creators just do them up by special effects, special filters. To entertain you with, definitely. To cheer you up, to get you to laugh. Basically, to put a smile on your face if you're having a down day or something. And also, too, green and blue screening technology. That's always fun to do. Definitely. I always enjoy that. Now I get him kind of shaded in a bit more. There we go. I'm missing Beagle again tonight, but that's okay. I will catch it probably tomorrow night, guys. Definitely. I don't have a meeting tomorrow, so yes, my time will be good tomorrow night. My next meeting isn't until Wednesday, so then Thursday, then Sunday. Then in a minute, guys, I'm going to show you how I do the red on him. So he is going to look really, this guy, we're going to make him look spooky. I think we're ready for the red, so. So again, there he is, guys. See, he's got red teeth. Kind of like he's in the background. He's got yellow, so he's got like something glowing in him, like a candle or a flashlight of some kind. Definitely. Now we're going to take our red color and make sure we are good. And what I'm going to do, guys, before I finish him up here, definitely he is going to get a lot of red on here so that he looks like he's dripping with some kind of blood goo of some kind because he's supposed to be kind of a zombie skeleton, right? So, but I want to make him kind of spook him up a bit, definitely. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys, as long as some red is showing through.
So basically, it looks like he is kind of all ready for Halloween. Definitely. So in some places, he's very, 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 very spooky looking. He doesn't have to be perfect with the red guys. He kind of rough him up a bit. Definitely. It's not like he's the king of England. Or Oklahoma Beach. So make him kind of ugly. Gonna make him kind of ugly and gooey. So you can still see a little bit of the green in the background, guys. Definitely. I'll show you what he's gonna look like. He is kind of again, he's a zombie skeleton, so he's got to look kind of rough. He's got to look kind of. Then I'm gonna cover him. I guess I'm gonna sugar shade him in the back too as well. So there you go. There you guys go. He's got a little bit of red dripping from him, definitely. So he's got the green behind him. He's got the red dripping over him. Yeah. Again, we want to go in behind with the black. Oh shoot. That's the first time this year I ripped that page. I did that all last year too. This always fails, never fails with YouTube. When I'm doing art space or Halloween art space or whatever like that, I always end up ripping a page. Again, I'm going to get these numbers covered up that I put in. You don't need to see my markings on some of them, definitely. So he's got kind of a bit of a spook kind of nature to him. You got a little kind of a nice sky in the back. Definitely. Just let you guys know, they're just drawings, guys. Definitely. Do not take them seriously. They're not racist. They're just drawings. That basically I'm showing you how to draw a sketch, that kind of stuff like that, and color shade, that kind of stuff like that. So can't come in and have a good time, just scroll on past, guys. You don't have to watch the video. If you got to take things always too seriously, this ain't the show or channel for you. Definitely. We all say the same thing on TikTok. Totally. We've been saying the same thing to everybody, to those kind of people, how many years? And they still don't listen. Also, too, guys, these shows too, I don't make money at. They're not about making money. So another thing, don't send me fake lottery stuff and tagging me in fake lottery sites. They're tagging my profiles or information in these stupid fake lottery sites and going around spreading rumors saying I'm winning money when I'm not winning money. Because one thing, first things first, I don't gamble, and I don't believe in this lottery thing that's going around, because I've been already been advised that it's a scam. So people say it isn't. It is, definitely. I know there's police have already told me that some of these people are scamming. So they said they put even public notices out telling people to be careful when they're on Facebook, social media, or YouTube, or anything. When they start talking like that, automatically delete them from your room, kick them out of your room immediately. Live stream room when they start talking like that. That is a reason to report and kick them. Definitely. Because I personally think that social media is supposed to be entertaining, enjoyable for family. It's not supposed to be, or for everybody. It's supposed to be a safe place. It is not supposed to be about making money off of it. That kind of stuff like that. Or charging people going to watch your live streams. I think that is just foolish. Definitely. And totally wrong in that. Okay, so before I dance on any more people's tulips, I can go into the next conversation here. So again, we want to get that kind of in the background there, guys. Definitely. So yeah, guys, it won't be too long and the snow will be back. Especially when we're coming up to Halloween month. We're already in Halloween season. And what happens in Halloween season, and what happens in the Halloween month, especially, boom, what happens on Halloween, it's either raining, snowing, or it's cold. Definitely. Never fails. It's that time of year again. Oh, also, too, guys, remember I am going to make sure that I am staying up to watch the ball drop on New Year's Eve in Times Square. Definitely. I am not going to fall asleep and miss it again this year like I did the last few years. Definitely by starting into my New Year's Eve shows like I did last year. I will be doing that again. It'll be way different than last year, guys. Totally. Probably more comical than anything. So I will be doing TikToks that night too as well. And I will also have my TV set ready to go to pick up the entertainment at Times Square. And I will stay awake for it this time. Definitely. Now they're always so busy. They always can't get to everybody. But if you're like live on TikTok or doing 60-second videos, or even if you're on YouTube live doing a YouTube show or whatever, sometimes the Times Square or the news station will come through, CNN, and they may ask you what your New Year's revolution is for the new year.
You can have New Year's conversations. Even if you're even in the middle of a Zoom meeting, they will pop through that Zoom meeting at Times Square. Definitely, if they happen to be on at the same time. Definitely. So you may get a visit. You may get an online visit from CNN. Be prepared for that. CNN or Fox News, all the news channels get taken over, and always relates back to New York City at Times Square down in the United States. So, they ripped me page. I taped that. I'm gonna have to tape that. Sorry, guys, I was pressing too hard and I ripped my page. That's the first time this year I did that. I did that all last year. Definitely, I'm gonna have to get some tape for that. Totally. Cody the Witch got kind of ripped into. Oops. Oh well. Boo-hoo. At least it was Cody. It was nothing and nobody important. Totally. Cody the Witch, we call her. Definitely. But yeah, just for the drawings, guys, definitely. It'd be too evil to call her. I had to think of a name because I know a lot of Codys. So it's not referring to this Cody here. It's Cody's just a common name. I know a lot of people by the name Cody. It's a common name. That's why I didn't put a last name to it. It could be any of the Codys I know. And they can take a joke. So get that kind of a nice shady color back there. I think I'm gonna call this one. Call this one basically done. There we go. Again, I want to get the white all covered up at the bottom here as much as possible. Hope I don't rip the bottom. This is the first time this year I ripped this. Ripped the page. Definitely. It wouldn't be the first year, but this is the first time this year I ripped this page. It's a tradition. It happens every year when I have a Halloween Outer Space going for some reason. I don't know why that is. Definitely. I can never figure that out. So I'm gonna tape that up, guys. Definitely. I don't think I'm gonna name the rest of these. I was going to, but even though yes, it is funny. I don't know any other names I might think of. I may not know people by those names. And even if I do the odd person, I don't want to end up offending anybody that I don't know. So definitely. So again, we get that kind of there. There she is, guys. Black background. He's kind of spooky looking. Red teeth, kind of yellow in between. Yellow eyes, yellow nose. Awesome stuff, guys. How's Cody doing? She's surviving. There she is, guys. Totally Cody the Witch. Now, this is the part that I get to show you guys because you guys seen that go together. And I'll be back with you guys in 2 minutes. I just want to get this put away here, guys, for a minute. Also, too, like I said, behind me here, guys, I've got, where is it? Right here is my other case of pencil crowns, definitely.
I've got date stamps too. I've got a date stamp and I can date these when they were done. Totally. The other ones I forgot what actual dates they were. I should have done that a long time ago. I just forgot all about it. And I was doing them, so it's too late now. I can't backdate the other ones. But that's okay. But I did do them all over the last few years. Definitely. And we're going to take you into my folder here in a minute. After I get a cold pop. Definitely. Or juice, whatever I get my hands on. I'll be right back in a minute, guys. I got a little water. The party shows that I normally do, guys, I'm not doing those no more. I know you guys like the party shows. I know you guys like the beer color changing shows, but I'm going a total different direction now. So, that other direction does not support that. So, I have to abstain from the beer and the booze. So that's why I'm taking you guys back to the art space. Definitely. And definitely. So that way, guys, as much as they were funny, they were good. Also, that would bring you guys more better shows and that kind of stuff like that. More better shows, definitely. Actual sober shows. No more happy hours on here, guys. Sorry, guys. I know there's people out there that were loving it, that kind of stuff like that. They were getting a kick out of it. Doesn't matter which other direction I go, guys, or what I come out as, definitely. I'm still going to, like I said, I'm always still going to be Felicia Liliani, definitely. And the third Atreyu from the movie, because I was actually in that movie. My grandfather filmed that. I was only in for certain scenes, though. I didn't do the scripts because I was too young, and I was too young to get a contract from them, or to get in to be employed with them, to become an actual a paid actor. Definitely, I was only a fill-in for Noah Hathaway when he injured himself and that kind of stuff like that too, as well. Because there was us three kids. There was him; he was the main actor that always stayed on the credits. Then there was me that filled in some areas that didn't involve any talking or script reading or reciting or reading or talking. Like I said, I was just put in for certain riding scenes for the rides. And then there was Cody Brandon. So there was us three kids. So a 4-year-old and two 12-year-olds. Definitely a boy and a girl. Which they're adults today. That kind of stuff like that. So I think she's still in movie production. But those two main actors all had contracts and profited from it. My grandfather would have profited from it, but I did. Neither did my mom receive any profits or contracts. Definitely, because the fact that it had to do with my grandfather. He just put me in as a fill-in. Because I was his grandson, and he was one of the guys that was making the movie back in 1984. So yes, that spills the secrets out. Definitely, that us kids were actually switched in that movie. Definitely, but back those days I didn't have glasses. I was 4. We all us kids looked identical to each other. Definitely, we all had the long hair, so you couldn't really tell us apart. That's why we fitted and suited that character, definitely. But that's all I'm going to leave you guys at that point. But and then I went back. I went back home when my grandfather took sick.
Back in what was it? Back in closer to 1990, when the second one was just ready to be released. I went back home to be with my mom. That kind of stuff like that too as well. And I was always under her custody, so that's why my grandfather had me all the time. Totally. And the fool was literally traveling me all around the world then. I wasn't I was never a rich kid. He was the money man of the family, but he didn't leave a cent to my mom or to any of his kids or any of his grandkids. He played smart. He and all that kind of stuff like that. He kept within in with the Freemasons to bury him and my grandmother when they went. So definitely. So he kept it just for himself, for his burial and for my grandmother's burial. Definitely. So he was smart. He invested it into an private insurance system or company. That was in with the Freemasons. So that he was involved in at the time too as well. Also him being a retired Nazi soldier and from World War II, and the guy had a history, totally history. That I won't go into too much detail about, but he survived the wars to see me born, and then when I was 4 years of age, we made a wonderful movie. And he's always made movies because he was one of the Warner Brothers and Disney production managers for years, definitely. But yeah, I never took interest at now being an adult going into it. Now as an adult, I'm married. I got a wife. I got commitments. She's not one to travel around, definitely, because that kind of thing requires a lot of road traveling, definitely. And this time around, yes, I would actually have to pass. I would actually have to go through auditions, and I would have to memorize scripture reading, totally. Not saying I would not be good at it. I probably would, because even when I was in elementary school, well, even going through elementary school after that, I was in school plays. I was in drama classes. Even when I went into high school, I went into magical performing and theater arts. I used to perform magic shows in front of the high school, and illusions, deaf magical illusions. And if you really look at it, it's all really based on science and everything else. But it can be a lot of fun, but be careful; it can be dangerous too. But yeah, then I was in school choirs. Then I was growing up in a Baptist. Then I found myself finishing up growing up in a Southern Baptist church. I was baptized in a Southern Baptist church, and then went from a Southern Baptist church to a charismatical vineyard church. Was baptized in a charismatical vineyard church. So baptism ain't new to me. Definitely. And then, also in my when I became a teenager, even when I was in Army and Air Cadets, I was when I was in that Army and Air Cadets, I was going with the youth group, street witnessing. I was on the mime team, doing mime acting, street clowning. We went again, required traveling. When I was about 17, I stopped traveling. Then I finished up Air Cadets, that kind of stuff like that. When I didn't qualify for the Canadian Armed Forces, definitely when I tried for it, I had become an Orangeman in 2000 because I'm not Catholic. Then I disappeared from that. Definitely because I took a leave of absence because I was back home living at home with my mom and that kind of stuff. I kind of missed all the traveling that I used to do as a kid. So I really didn't have really much of a childhood say. Or to me, it didn't feel like a childhood, definitely, because I was always on the road somewhere doing something for other people.
I was always heavily traveling, and then I stopped traveling, and then that's what I said. And between the travels, we had came across this kid summer camp that my grandfather wanted to send me to for a weekend so he could have a bit of a break. In 1989 and 1990, which going through the camp to return to bring me back home to my mom, and that kind of stuff from the heavy traveling and that kind of stuff he was doing and that kind of stuff like that. And then he took sick in 1991 and he died in 1995. And I went back to that same camp voluntarily because I liked it the year after. That in 1990, 1991. Again, they told a ghost story, and that's how I picked up on Haunted Hunter's Cabin. So this is what I said, guys. I've been around a lot. I'm 40, going on 41 this October. I tell you, I had a weirdest childhood adventure. Definitely, I've been all over the place as a little kid. My grandfather dragged me all the way to Edmonton, Alberta, Calgary, to Germany, back to Calgary. He was dragging me all over the place when I was a kid. And because he was my grandfather, he was looking after parental consent. So I was able clear to travel with him because he was my parental consent, because I was with my grandfather. Definitely with a relative that had parental consent signing authority, just like my mom did, because it was my mom's father. So it was based on my mom's side. But she would never give my biological dad signing authority to take me into the States when he wanted to. That was a no to her. But if it was anything to do with my grandfather making movies, oh yes, I was allowed to go with him. Not a problem. He had a green flag. My dad always had a red flag. Was that not tight? Shows somebody can't be trusted in this world, and should have never had kids. That's the way I can put it. Because my grandfather was doing everything for me when I was a kid. Definitely, we can't. Again, like I said, I was never a rich kid. I never spoiled kid. I never went to a private school. When I was at the same time when I was in the Orange Lodge, about 21, I was going to Bible school for a bit at Selwyn Outreach Center in Peterborough, Ontario. It was awesome. I had a Bible school teacher from Northern Belfast, Ireland. He was not a bad guy. He was a clown. I tell you, he was very helpful. Him and his wife, they were nice people. 100% Irish, all the way. Northern Belfast, Ireland, is where they descended from. Totally. He was a missionary too. He traveled the world. He had traveled into Peterborough just to run this. His family traveled in. Reverend William Murdoch, Bill for short. He traveled into Peterborough to teach the Bible school. And I was just close to graduating and getting my 2-year certificate. And I didn't get it because he had passed away of emphysema. He used to share. He used to smoke in his young days, but then he quit smoking. But his emphysema had come back. Just the emphysema part in his senior years, because when he was a teenager, he had smoking addictions. He was always sharing in his testimonies and that kind of stuff like that. But after he became a missionary and that kind of stuff like that, he quit all that. But it literally came back to haunt him, and it took him out totally one night. So we showed up at Bible school the next day, and the head minister got the phone call that he died in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. And his wife was all shook up, and they were nice family to me, and that kind of stuff like that. That's when the Bible college closed. It was about 2002, 2003. This happened.
Totally. I don't think it ever reopened the stores again. If it did, it might be called something else today if they got new leadership. But yes, I do remember it. I do remember being there, and the people that were there, it was nice. We had paces like the private school would have, that you'd have to go through, like pace studies and that kind of stuff, like history, like AD and all that, years of AD and all that. So it was quite interesting. But yeah, it was boosting. It was good because it was boosting my high school upgrading, that I was lacking. But then it disappeared after he passed away. So that's what I said. A lot of people, all of a sudden, after 2003 started, that were close to me, all started dying off. Started getting sick and passing on. My mom went in 2017. 3 of her brothers and her one sister went. Definitely all around the same time, within the same 2 years. Excuse me, back to back. So fortunately, I only have the one uncle left in Toronto, and her twin sister is in Peterborough still. So, and the rest are all cousins. All the rest are my cousins. Definitely. So they're all growing up. They got kids now of their own. So, I got one cousin in Montreal who's a doctor. Went through to be a doctor, brain neurologist and / DJ, and that. And musician too. And he's on his dad's side. He's Italian and Spanish. That's how that fits into my family. He's Italian or Spaniel. Not a cocker spaniel, Italian or Spaniel. There's a difference. So again, he speaks English, French. His wife is German, so he speaks German, and he speaks Italian. He speaks Greek. He speaks Spanish, and he speaks French. Definitely. But I don't see much of him because, like I said, he is a busy guy. He's especially during these times, he's got a lot of work ahead of him, and he's on call 24 hours a day, and he's always working, definitely. But yeah, so there's a little bit of a history of my background and that kind of stuff like that. So definitely. So again, I'm going to keep Art Space going too as well, as much as I can. Definitely, because everybody's liking it. And now this is why I said if it works good on here, totally, guys, it's going to be permanent. Different things, different sketches. Always got different sketches coming up. Totally. What else do I have? I have. Also, too, I've got some I have a Thanksgiving sketch because we're getting closer to Thanksgiving. Also, Christmas sketches that we're going to be getting into as well. There is animal sketches. I know a few people locally here is going to love the animal sketches when we get them colored up totally. Those sketches are pre-sketched. I got those pre-sketched up. But yeah, we're kind of color sketched them, and you guys are going to like them because they're animal sketches. So there's a few owls in there. There's a couple cats, elephants. Yes, there's a few elephants. Probably a few snakes. Ugh, I hate snakes. Also, too, I have Bible sketches coming too as well, guys. Definitely for those that are into the Bible sketches of the Bible characters, I have them coming up too as well. I will let you know when I get them. Definitely, when they'll be out. Definitely. and ready to color sketch them up here for you guys on here totally as well. So you guys, I do have Bible sketches coming too as well. Everything from, basically from the Bible, Holy Bible. So the color, their sketches that are pre-done that I have got that I'm going to read to up, that I have coming. And you can color the robes, you can color the characters, the Bible characters. That kind of, you can see how the characters color up, what they look like when they're colored up. Definitely, everything to do through the whole entire Bible, relation to the Bible, which is every, like, from every part of the Bible is the Bible sketches. Definitely, not gonna go into detail, but there's a lot of people that are gonna be looking for those, liking those, definitely. So that's gonna be quite good. Sorry guys, I could not find any so far. I was looking up for a pattern for. Now, if I keep looking, I will find them. Give me a couple more years, guys. I will find them. Then an actual find a pattern for the Never-Ending Story sketches to do with the Never-Ending Story book that was written by Michael Indy. Those sketches, I will be getting those. I might be looking those pattern for those up. Getting those. I might be able to get a couple of those sketches. Definitely. So that are drawing up, sketching, and print off sketches, and color sketch them in, definitely in their colors. So keeping my eyes open for those. Definitely, I can't promise anything on those ones because those are the hardest ones to get. Definitely. Excuse me. But oh yes, talking about sketches, I'm going to show you guys these before we conclude here. I'm going to show you guys some previous sketches. So there we go, guys. Something like, now this is big long. I don't want to really open it up, but I'm going to flip it around a bit so you guys can see that. So it really opens up. It is a big wall sketch, guys. Totally. That there, don't take up too much room. Definitely. But that is done. So that gives you kind of a bit of an idea. What I did over the past years. There we go, guys. Some flowers. So you guys, lovely flowers. I get so sick of doing flowers. Definitely. I'm glad I don't have any more flower sketches left because we're driving. Actually, yes, I do. They're like driving me nuts. That's why I laid off the flowers. But that's okay. Flowers are nice. There's another one, guys, totally, from the previous years. Also, you can see the poppies. Last year's Remembrance Day. You guys can see the poppies in the middle of it. So I'm not forgetting about Remembrance Day, guys, so don't start rumors. Again, owl. Again, some flowers. More flowers, guys, from the previous years. There we go. So far, I've done a lot, definitely. More flowers, guys. So you guys can see that. I've got to get another binder of plastic. I'm like running out of everything. There we go, a little sunflower. I hope this is the last of the flowers, but more flowers, guys. Definitely. So you guys can see that. All through over the last few years, guys. Especially during lockdowns, after lockdowns, I tell you, when we had those.
Again, I'm going to show you this one here too from last year's Christmas, guys. You guys can see that. Awesome stuff, guys. And that. I've always got sketches coming off of everything. That one has to stay out for this year, so I've got a completion on the other side that I have to do. So, gingerbread man from last year, guys. Again, a sugar skull. I always love my sugar skulls, guys. Definitely. I make them up wacky, different colors. Getting into some spooky stuff anyway. Definitely, and these make wonderful green screens too as well. I think I've used some of these before. Biker guy, totally. There we go. Turning into an art fashion show here, totally. There we go. You guys can see that. Here's another one. Definitely, guys. You see the little zombie skull head plants. Definitely, or aliens, whatever they're supposed to be. Believe it or not, the sugar skulls. Sugar skulls, teddy bears, guys. There's another one. Another one of mine, definitely. So I've been keeping busy, guys, all through this COVID-19 pandemic. Definitely, right up till I got my both vaccination shots. Definitely. So there's another sugar skull, guys. Definitely that I did. More of my work there, guys. Definitely. Egyptian skull, guys. I always love this guy. He's awesome. There we go. A couple of skulls, guys. So they're actually looking kind of cool. Definitely. Another one. There's another one, guys. Definitely. Well, this one here is funny because he's got his tongue out, like he's catching flies. Definitely, I could use him at my place. He is here, but I never draw him. He's not real. But yeah, there's kind of a hippie looking one. Definitely, guys. So if you guys see these in my TikToks, guys, they're mine. I did these up. So don't take my videos down. Definitely. Definitely. So I colored and draw these up. So definitely. And computer print sketched them. Here's another one. Hey. This is my favorite. Spider one. Definitely. This one, this one's ugly. This one's ugly. But nice looking. Some of these actually do look glow in the dark, guys. Yeah. Here's another one of mine. Definitely. It looks kind of like me too, as well. A little bit of a grin. Mr. Mexico. There we go. Skeletor Mexico. Definitely. He's got a sombrero, I think they call it, and he's got his guitar.
Here's a nice First Nation one, guys. Totem Pole. Awesome. I did that one up too as well. I was supposed to be on my Celtic Gypsy Warriors title page, but I took a picture of my tattoo and put that up. So you see that from time to time. There's my skull bull head, definitely. You guys are going to like this one. For all you Elvis Presley fans out there. Oh, thank you. Thank you. There we go. Elvis skull, zombie skull. Elvis Presley looking kind of guy. I always like him. Definitely. A little skull cat. Definitely. Nice spooky red eyes. Definitely. And there's another one, guys. But you see how I do how I sketch them up, and then computer print and sketch them off, and then color sketch them. They look really nice afterwards. Totally. Now there's a lion symbol with a fish. I actually did this one for anybody from the Lions Club that wants it. But I guess they didn't want it, so they didn't come for it. That's okay. I guess they weren't interested in it, but anyhow, and it was a really, really nice one. So it's got the column on top, but they already have their. It was kind of in their colors, like kind of purple and kind of big eyes. With kind of a purple blue, gold and purple again. But maybe I might have been off with their actual colors. Definitely. That's probably why they weren't interested in it. But that's okay. This one here, again, there's like one of those wooden skulls up there with roses in her hair. Long hair, definitely. A devil skull head, guys. But this guy, he got bracers, definitely. Proud trip to the dentist. Like he needed one. Definitely. Here we are. This is another guy who's probably been to the dentist and got funny looking bracers. Definitely. But that's okay. Bracers are good for you actually because they straighten your teeth. Here is another guy with a sombrero on his head. Definitely. Totally. Again, we got 3 bears. Awesome. 3 skull bears. There's another one, guys, that I did up. And again, they all go into my art folder for art space. Definitely. So yes, I will be putting these in slideshows. Now there is a lot of them when I take pictures, so I can only select so many photos at a time to slideshow through. So I'm gonna do again. I'm gonna be setting up kind of a bit of an art show here, online art show, definitely. Once we catch up a little bit more, he's unfinished too. But that's okay. We got Santa Claus there, guys. Definitely. Surfing Santa. I did this one because I remembered when I was a kid, when I was in grade 8, I was in the school production play of Surfing Santa. I didn't get the parts that I wanted to get, that I tried out for. I actually, believe it or not, guys, I tried out for Elvis in the Las Vegas scene. No, sorry, that was when I was trying out for I Need a Vacation, not Surfing Santa. Surfing Santa, I actually have tried out for an elf, and I didn't get it. I ended that year with Surfing Santa. I ended up in choir, but when I did my second year of grade 8, before I graduated and went to high school, I was in what was it? I Need a Vacation, and I passed the auditions for 2 parts. Definitely, I was baby Bobby Joe in the back, supposedly the back seat of the car. The parents were on vacation and had to pee. And the father's getting all ticked off and says, "Don't make me turn this car around." Definitely, like, you're going to spank me. Definitely. Because again, family on a family road trip or vacation, and there was two other people playing, my brother and sister. Definitely. But then I also, in the baseball scene, I was also came out on stage as the Bat Boy. I don't mean the superhero Bat Boy. I'm talking about the guy that lugs the baseball bats on the baseball field for the batters, all around the field. It's the same idea as the caddy guy that drags all the golf balls and the golf clubs for the golfers. Definitely. But this was a school play. And then, of course, there was the choir, too, as well. But, yeah, I didn't get into the play for Surfing Santa. I got into the play, though, for I Need a Vacation. It was the year after this one. I had a hell day with it. Embarrassment. Now, the part that I originally auditioned for in I Need a Vacation was I was auditioning for Elvis Presley, the role of Elvis Presley, to react to Elvis Presley. I couldn't get that role because I had the looks. They said yes, but I didn't have the height. At the time, they discriminated because of my height. They called me an Elvis Oompa Loompa midget. Definitely. So they said yes, I would have passed if I had the height, but no, I didn't have the height. And lucky guy that got that role made it all through the newspapers. Definitely, Peterborough newspapers. I remember that too as well. And I think today he does it today as a career, actually job career. Definitely as an impersonator. But yeah, it is at that again back those days. I couldn't get that role. So I got stuck with baby Bobby Joe and the Bat Boy. In the baseball scene, the beginning and the middle and the end of the school play, musical play, or whatever when I was a kid. Then when I went into high school, I got into, again, there's another Christmas one. For high school, I auditioned for, what was it, for Santa Claus? Again, too short, didn't get it. For Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. But you don't want to know what part of the play, the most important part of the play that I got. I got the ass end of the reindeer. The ass, yes. Two people, my teacher was the head, and I had to be the ass end of it. Because it was a caution that went over you, because your feet were the reindeer's, like his front two feet was the reindeer's front feet. My feet was the back reindeer's feet. So we were Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. And I got the ass end of the reindeer costume. I'm just so grateful he didn't fart. Out of all those Joe Louis he loved eating and all that Coca-Cola he drinks. He would have really stunk me out. Totally. But yeah, we had a choir for that too as well. And then Once Upon a Mattress came along. And I was in high school. And then the following year, Once Upon a Mattress came along. And it's a little bit like Jack. It's twisted from Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a fantasy. It's a fairy tale. It's called Once Upon a Mattress. Instead of a beanstalk, you have a bean. You have a bean mattress that flies all over the place. A little bit like Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Mixture between Bed Knobs, Broomsticks, Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a total fairy tale. It's the same idea as Jack and the Beanstalk, but instead of going up into the clouds, climbing a beanstalk, and we had the giant and everything else like that. You have a bed mattress that levitates out of the bedroom or whatever up into the clouds. That they used. They had to create their own special effects for. I enjoyed that. It was so funny doing it in front of the school auditorium. And then I took magical performing theater arts
where I did magic shows, that kind of stuff like that, illusions. I always got a kick out of those. I always love doing those. But yeah. That was a lot of fun those days. But yeah, I'm gonna put those in my folder. Now you've seen those. Now that one there is a wall, is a big wall one that I showed you guys. I can't open it; it takes up too much room. But when you will see it when I scan sections of it again. Definitely for the art show on TikTok, because a lot of people love that. I have a bunch of others for tomorrow night too as well. And also too, after that, we had Wizard of Oz. Don't get me started on Wizard of Oz. Tell you, especially at a high school level. I was about almost grade 10 or 11 when we did the Wizard of Oz. Oh man, what a hoot. Never get Peterborough, Ontario to do the Wizard of Oz. High schools, I tell you. We messed it all up totally. Well, the young girl that was supposed to play Dorothy Gale, the little girl that gets sucked up by the house gets sucked up by the tornado and ends up in this wonderful land of Oz. I was supposed to play my size part. I was supposed to play a Munchkin, okay? And they had to change. I had to trade my Munchkin scene to play Dorothy, because the girl. Because I was so soft-hearted, I was so naive, I fell in for anybody. So I ended up, this girl that didn't show up to school the night of the play, didn't show up because she was sick. She had chickenpox or something like that. And she couldn't be there to do the role. So everybody else was there. So they asked me if I wanted to switch. I should have said no. But being so soft-hearted, and then this is the LGBTQ side of me here coming out. I was naive and says yes. I put my hand up. I says I'll play Dorothy, no problem. And I was wearing the nice ruby red slippers with the nice blue and white dress. With actually, then yes, I had the wig. They put a wig on me with the. With the pigtails up, pippy tails, low pippy tails, not the high ones. Not so I could make me look like Pippi Longstocking, but the low ones. Braided the wig up at the back here. And I had a hail day, and yes, I had speaking parts for that. It was embarrassing. Definitely, and I remember my mom was there taking pictures. Definitely, I don't even know what she did with those pictures. I think she probably got wet in the flood. She had in her basement. She had thrown them. Same with my magic boxes that I had. I had those big professional show magic boxes that you can slice people in half. That kind of stuff like that. That you really don't slice in half. With the little trap compartments in them that you can squat down in. They got wrecked. They got ruined. I remember those days. I gotta tell you. And then filling in for Dorothy, for the girl that was supposed to play Dorothy when we were in high school. I tell you, that was so embarrassing. Not again. We're going to be that naive. But yeah, so that's why I got so comfortable. Nowadays, we got social media, and it's from time to time when I come out as Felicia Laney, that's why I'm so comfortable in a dress. It's no different than wearing a kilt. Some people think it is different, but no. Don't want to say it too loudly. I don't want to offend anybody. And again, I don't want to step on any roses, but the Scottish tradition of a tart is actually Scot. But don't tell a Scotchman that. You'll start a war. Definitely. But a kilt is a tart, but it is also a skirt. You do not hear it from me, totally. If you look at the science end of it.
today, the ones around here, they just get a laugh out of it. They think it's funny. But same with the Egyptians. Back in the Egyptian days, yeah, in Egypt it's an Egyptian tartan. But you wouldn't go up to an actual authentic Egyptian person. You wear a skirt. They'll knock you one. But it's a skirt. It's a mini skirt, really. That's all dolled up and nice looking, especially if they're in the royal part of Egypt. Definitely. Anything where it does not image pants is a skirt. Definitely. But different cultures have different pronouns of ways of presenting it. So it's not a little less embarrassing. But yeah. Just keep you guys, but just don't go up to a Scotchman or Egyptian and say, "Hey, pal, you're wearing a skirt. Did you know that?" Because they'll come back at you for sure, definitely. But that's what it really is. The image of it is definitely. But yeah, but that's okay. Again, just respect their pronouns, definitely. So if they tell you it's a tartan, it's a kilt, go along with them. Don't say anything different, because you can put your foot in your mouth. Definitely, they'll get mad at you. Totally. But yeah, but we all know the truth. Definitely, because women's dresses and skirts. Where do you think women's dresses and skirts were made from? Were Scotch Roman tartan kilts. And over time, over century, historically, went from being a kilt or tartan to a miniskirt to a dress. If you're looking at the history and the modern science of it, definitely. But in other countries, it is a skirt or a dress, but that identifies as a different name to certain cultures. So. But yes, if you look at the definition of it, it is all relates to. That's where the idea of a mini skirt, a woman's mini skirt, and a dress is introduced to us from. Is the Gaelic Egyptian, Irish tradition cultures, because at one time, over years of century, it was called in Ireland or Europe. It's called something different. They don't use the word dresses, skirts. They replace the word dresses, skirts. To them, it's a kilt. It's a tartan. It's a it's a tartan garment of sash that goes around your waist. But here in Canada, the U.S., yes, over time, it is to us. It would be considered in our culture or region. It would be considered as, yeah, it would be identifying as a skirt, women's skirt, or a dress, or a mini skirt. Definitely. So that's that. There's a history of it. Where really originally where the how it identifies in different parts of the world. Definitely. But yeah, but yeah, it doesn't matter nowadays too, and that kind of stuff does stuff like that. But I think it really looks really cool. But it's just over there in their culture where they descend from. Identifies totally something different than what it would identify as here. It's the only difference, totally. So when Rob Williams did that Depression of the Scotchman, when he was alive, he nailed it. He nailed that. He nailed the comedy end of it quite good. He always made me laugh as a kid. Totally. All his movies. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning on in, guys. I get a little less distraction. I get way too much on Facebook distraction, but here on YouTube I get a little less. Thank you guys for tuning on in, and definitely. So I hope you guys have a great day, and bye for now.